Okay, so REST enabling database objects. So this is the flow diagram that Apex will create a UI for us, and for the REST API, it will internally use the JDBC, which will interact to the application, whereas it will go to the remote database inside which it maintains, and it will expose the APIs. Right? So great. Let's go to the creating a sample tables. So it is mentioning log into the workspace. Yeah, we have logged in already. As for workspace, go to the workspace here, and it is asking for the utility. Okay, utility. We have jumped to that. Sample data sets. So as we are in the demo phase, right? So we will go to the sample database sets here, and we will choose one of those. So I will be choosing this employee department because it will give the relation. We have seen that employee database in tables inside this samples many times. So it has the relation between the employee and department. We will be installing it. I think it is saying the same, right? Install the employee department. Okay, so we will install. Next, we install datasets, create application. Okay, so it is asking for the exit, right? So no issues. Now we will go to the SQL workspace here inside, and we will be choosing SQL script. So we will choose SQL script. So this is the UI which we are receiving. SQL script page we need to create. So when we click on this create, it is giving me on console, right? So script name, enter the defined REST endpoints for the employee and department. We can choose our name, but we are using as it is. Copy paste. Okay, copy. I'm not cutting it. I'm just copying it. So if you see that it is Oracle database schema, delete module, define modules, and define template for, and define handler for REST, like get for the specific, like select star from um, employee table where employee number has been given into the REST API, right? So whenever we will give the URL for the to the postman, and then we will define the key and value as employee. I want to get one specific employee number, so we will be using that. This is for that. And post, like we can insert to the employee, so we need to pass some of the attributes that it requires: employee, job, manager, height. Okay, so it is pretty, all these things is like mapping for to the REST API to the specific SQL handler. Great. So once that is done, the same has been done for the department table, right? So it is start from the select start from the department, where department number we will give, it will give the single row. And if we want to see all the details of the department, so select start from department, right? So what it is saying next? Okay, we have copy pasted. Run. Okay, run. Let's see. Oh, okay, run now. So successfully we were able to run this. Now we will jump to the next one. That's successful. Reviewing the REST services. Okay, so we will be reviewing the REST services. So So we have enabled access status enabled. So this is the authorization required. It is disabled as of now. We will see that how we can enable it. And of course, we know that authentic authorization is required to entitle the specific users by giving the authorization key in the post main and header. And once that is given, then only if I can say in that way, if a user having that key or a username and password, then only this data can be accessed or modified, right? So the crude functionality will work for that. So this is the disabled as of now. Total modules, total privileges, roles. Okay, key about this details. Let's go. It is saying about this modules. Okay, we will go to the modules. Department rest. Yeah. So we have given this whole to. Okay, so it has created two what do you say template for us. Employ. We have that, and then rest. So, okay. So just saying about that. No, we need to copy employee rest get. Okay, so we will go and see get. Okay, we need to copy this full URL. Okay, copy. Okay, we have copied it. And okay, let's see if it's working fine. Paste. Box and dual maintenance. Ah, yeah, see, we are able to see the detail of the employee table here in a JSON format. Okay, so that's all. So this is the first step. We were able to configure, install the database, and create, install this employee and department tables, and integrated the REST, enabled the REST API for get all. Right. Okay. Now we will navigate to the table 2. Okay, now we will be creating a app, right? So this is the kind of data we have, but to show this in application, how Apex will help us on this. Let's dive. Okay, create an app. We will go to Apex Builder, create. Okay, yeah. So we will be choosing the new application, REST employee. Employee. Yeah, I think we need to give full name. Okay, so it will be containing the full list of employees. Create application. Now we will see that we have created add REST data source. Okay, so we have page. Now we need to integrate, or we need to link this application to the REST data source which we have created, right? So we will be creating shared components. Okay, let's dive into the shared components and go to the REST data source. Yeah, so it is there. Okay, so we need to create it, I think. Yeah, so we need to click on this create from scratch. Okay, and we need to provide, I think we are using Oracle REST data services, right? So we have given this ORTS dot, if you remember. So we will be using Oracle REST data services, if I'm not wrong. Let's see. Yes, correct. Oracle REST data services. Now we need to define this REST employee source. So this is the source for us. Source. And we need to provide the endpoint. So we will copy the exactly same which it is coming here, and we will be pasting here. So I think it is doing the same, right? And then next. So this is the base URL, and service URL path will be like this. Okay. Next, if you want to configure this, we can do this workspace. So it is like workspace underscore code crafted, which my name and a demo I have created in that way. So let's do this. Yeah, so as of now, we are not providing any authentication required for this. We will toggle it next when we will see that integration, checking those REST APIs via the Postman, and we'll see that how we can pass those information regarding the authorization. Next, I think we need to click a discover. Okay, we have done this. Okay, yeah, so this is the, I think, disabled, right? Discover. So yeah, so it has discovered this data table, and whatever we are seeing in a JSON format here, it is just creating the table for us, right? So that's great. So this is how it looks like now. Response body. Okay, yeah. So beautify manner of pretty JSON parsing, I can see. Okay. Then we need to create a data source. That's all I think we need to do. Hmm. So we have a two table, right? One is for the employee, one is for the department. Let's see if it is talking about a department next. Okay. No. Uh, it is not talking about department as of now. I think in the next some slides it will be talking about that. Yeah, so we were able to see this kind of data for us, right? Employee. Now we need to add the what do you say, operations, which is the crude operations. We need to click here, and it is opening data source, settings, data profile, operations. Okay, so this is the operations. It has the get, it has the post. So we will be adding one or two operations. Let's see URL pattern. So what it is doing, what is it defining? Okay, it is defining for the single row, right? So we need to provide the emp number and select HTTP method get fetch single row. I want to just fetch single row for this. As we can see that it is giving all these tables, and I want to, for example, I want to have a REST API that if I just pass the employee number, then I will only I should only see one JSON. All right, so that is the intention for creating this. So I think that's all we need to give here. Employee number, it is correct or not? Let's see. Employee. Let me copy paste so that it is correct. Okay. Now create. Oh, we were able to create it. So post is done, get is done. Now we need to have a post, right, as well. Okay, put update, right? Yeah. So we will be having the put, not this one. Add operation. Put. So I want to update. Put is for the update. So I will be choosing the same employee number parameter, and it will be the put request update row. Right, yeah. So I think it is talking about the same, that it is update row, put employee number, and then we need to just create it. So we have a get single row, we have a post, we have a put. Now I think we will require a delete operation, right? Yeah, so we will be adding the delete operation here. Same, I'm not gonna delete all this table, I'm just want to specific delete of employee, and then give this database delete row. I think it's the same it is doing. Employee number delete row. Yeah, I think that it is same. Okay, let's create it. Fine, so we have a 5 list of code operation. Delete get to post put. Let's confirm. Delete get to post 1 put 1. So we have completed lab 3. Now let's navigate to lab 4. So what it's saying, you know how to define REST data source within application and required operation for the full code operations. Okay,